So we have yesterday we saw right some string data type, integer data type, some float data type like that we saw. Okay, so like the now we are going to discuss what type of data types we have. Okay, and in depth we can go one by one, but today we are going to discuss the basic data types. Okay, first of all, what's meant by a data type? Okay, what it's going to do, it represents the type of data present inside the variable. Okay, so yesterday we saw right the variable declaration and all, how we can assign a value to the variable. So,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, a equals to 5. So this is what a is my value, a is my variable, and 5 is the value that I am assigning to a. So here it will tell, okay, I have a variable a, what type of data, like whether string data or a number, what type of data we can assign to a variable. This will be specified by the data types, okay, whether you want to store string data type, whether you want to store integer, whether you want to store, whether you want to store boolean values also there. Like that, it will just tell what type of data is going to store in this variable a. Okay, and yesterday we already saw how we can check the type of data stored in a variable using type. Okay, so what it's telling, so the value of type that's stored in the variable a is integer. Okay, this comes under numbers. You have this integer type, and this is float. Okay, these are all basic data types. Okay, if you print now, it will give you float because we have decimal points. So it printed that to like this, printed as float. Okay, and if you see in our 10th class or something like that, we have some values like this. C is equals to some 10 plus ij something complex data type. Did you remember 10 plus 5j? Okay, understand? See, this is the format. Like if you see in our 10th classes, we have this one. A is equals to b plus cj. Okay, this is nothing but complex data type. Okay, mostly we won't use it anywhere, but we have this data type in Python, complex. If you print this type of C, okay, see it's telling this is complex type. Okay, and do you heard the true or false? Okay, this true or false in Python we are going to consider as Boolean data type. Okay, Boolean. D equals to, remember T should be capital and remaining all should be small. Okay, these are like keywords, reserved words as well, true and false. If you print the type of D, okay, what it's telling, what type of data type is true? Bool, means Boolean. Okay, you can give false as well, either false or true. Okay, two values will be here, true or false. Okay, so this is just a basic data types that we have. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then if you, now we are going to go in bit depth. Okay, shall we discuss strings? Okay. Group of characters enclosed within single or double quotes. Okay. This is strings. You can store a single character or a group of characters, but if that is enclosed within single or double quotes, we are going to consider that as a string. Okay. For example, name equals to Python. Print. See, this comes under string. And string, how you are going to specify str. Okay. For example, if you have a single character and if you try to know what type of data, that is also string. Okay. Understand?
Yes.
And we have string methods. Okay. This is some what advanced topic. Okay. So I will give you all this list of methods you need to practice, but I will explain here. Okay. I added some examples also, but I will explain few of them. The remaining things you need to practice and you need to understand what it's going to do. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. First one is capitalize. So I have Python here. So what I want to do, my first character should be capital and remaining all things should be normal. Okay. But what is my requirement here? I want to, though I have a string and in that string, I want to convert the first character to uppercase. Okay. So at that time, we are going to use capitalize. Name dot capitalize. Okay. See, now I gave you a small, but whenever I applied the capitalize method, that converted the first character to uppercase. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to convert those method, all the characters to uppercase. Okay, so print name dot all in capitalize it's going to convert the first letter to uppercase, but I want to convert all the letters to uppercase. So there we need to use upper. Okay, and sorry, I'm going to take all the things in capital and I want to convert that to lowercase, all the letters to lowercase. Name dot lower. See, it converted all, sorry, name one. Python is easy. Let us take this. See, now that converted all the letters to lowercase. Okay. And for example, I have a requirement like that. I need to check whether I have all the digits in that string. Okay. I mean, whether that string contain all digits. That is string type only. Even see, if you took 24 in double quotes, it will become string, not an integer. Okay. Whatever the things you took inside double or single quotes, we are going to consider that as string. Okay. Here you can tell I have 24, right? This is integer type like that. No. You have that inside double quotes, so that will become string. Okay. And I want to check whether I have all digits in that string. Okay. So print is dot is digit. It's going to return true or false. Okay, because if you have all the digits, it will return true, else it will return false. See, I have only digits, so it returned true. If I added some extra characters like that, it will return false. Because H, J, G, these are all not digits, right? So it will return false. See, here I have all the methods that I converted. See, capitalize, case, fold, center, count. Count is an important one. Just I'm explaining you the important things. Okay, let me take my name. And from here, I have a string. And from that string, I want to count how many times a particular character occurs. Okay, here I want to know how many times A occurs in that string. So what you need to do, you need to use count method from var.count, and you need to pass a parameter here. The parameter is nothing but the character that you want to check. I want to check for A how many times it repeats. 3 times. Okay, 3 times it repeats. If you check for N, see that repeated, that occurs only one time. If you check for S, that is also only one time. If you give any other character that we don't have, it's going to return 0. See, for the case sensitive language, okay, Python is case sensitive language. This is also one of the question. What kind of language Python? So it is case sensitive. Case sensitive means, okay, I have two variables A, and if I took that as capital A, okay, here what it will do, it's going to take A as a different variable and this capital A as a different variable. This is what case sensitive. Okay, I have this var as a variable. By mistake, when you're trying to print, you took V as capital and remaining all are small. It's going to take this one, first one as a separate variable, second one as a separate variable. Okay, Python is a case sensitive one. Okay, so this is why when you try to print M, I have capital M in my value, but here I try to check the occurrence for small m. That's why it printed me 0 because that small m is not there. If you check for Z, it will return 0 only because Z didn't occur in that string. Okay, so count also an important. While doing the coding part, we are going to use this count. Okay, understand?
This month.
Yeah. And listen. So in Python, here in the string, what is the length of the string? What is the length of the string? Hello. I'm asking
7.
7. I'm asking about this one. 30th line. What is the length of the string?
It's 6.
6. Yeah. So to know the length of the string, we have this len method. Len built-in method. See, it's going to give you 6. But when it's come to index, okay, in Python, for example, from this variable, I want to just print the first character. Or sometimes I want to print the third character, or sometimes I want to print this fifth character, like that. So for that we have index. Okay, in Python we have index, and index always starts from 0. So if I want to take a character from the particular position, okay, we are going to use the index. What we told, index always starts from 0 position. So if I want to print m alone, I need to give like this, var index of 0. So normally the length is 6, that's fine. But when it's come to index, it's going to start from 0. 0 means it will print the first character. See, it printed M. If you give 1, it will print A. If you give 2, it will take from third position, but index is 2. Listen, position means you are going to take from 1. But when it's come to index, it will start from 0. So here, second index means what is the position? Third position. Third position, what we have in third position? N. So it printed N. Okay.
Yes.
Understand? Is it okay, guys, or do I need to repeat?
No, it's okay, Manju.
Yeah. And here we have slicing concept. Okay. Slicing. So slicing, this is an important concept. Why we are going to use slicing means to get data in particular range. Okay. So I just want to take MAN, these 3 characters, only these 3. Okay, so there we can go with slicing. I will tell you how we need to take. Okay, same index you need to use. So what is the starting position? MAN. What is the index of M? 0.
0
So
to 2.
yeah. So while doing the slicing, we are going to use a special character, that is colon. Okay. So 0, and up to which position we need? Sorry. N. I want N. What is the position of N?
2. 2.
Okay. But here in Python, it never include the end index. Okay. If you give 2, it will print M and A only. Okay. If you want N as well, you need to increase end position by 1. Understand? Because Python won't consider the end index. If you give 3, it won't print A. It will just take up to N. Is it clear?
Yes.
Python won't consider end range. Means end index, it won't consider. Now if you try to print, if I show you the example, you can understand. See. MAN. But if you just give, now nth index is 2. If you give 2, it will just print MA. It won't include the end index. If you want to print that character as well, in this example itself, if you want to print N as well, you need to increase the index by 1. 2 plus 1, 3. Now you can get N. MAN. Understand? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
Manju.
I want to print NA. Okay. Tell me the start and end index. N. What is the position?
2.
And to to print A as well, what is the position I need to take here after colon?
4.
Yeah.
I think 2.
What?
Nothing. It's 4 only, right?
Yeah, because the position of n is 2 and the position of A is 3. If I want to print A, I need to include its position by 1. So 3 plus 1, 4. If you print, we are going to get NA. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is slicing, and why we are going to use slicing? To get data in particular range, we are going to use slicing. Okay? Understand? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's clear.
Okay. And here I will show you one. In Python also we have 6 characters, and from I gave starting range as 2 and the ending range as 5. What will be the output? What will be the output? Hello.
T and O.
Sorry.
THO.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's correct. Because it won't include end index. Now if I give 6, what will be the output?
THON.
Okay. And if I give 7,
That time only it will come THON.
are you sure? Are you sure?
No
It will give you an error.
error. Okay.
No, 1 second. But in Lisp, we are going to get error. But in Python, it's not returning any error. For strings, it's not returning. But in case of list, it will return list index out of range error. When it comes to list, I will tell you. Okay. But in case of string, it will just print it. I think for remaining things, it's going to take spaces. Might be. Okay, it will just print the available characters. Okay, the remaining things, it won't do anything, it won't return anything. Okay, but when it's come to some other data types, there we are going to get list index out of range error. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. This is a slicing. So we have one advantage with slicing. Okay, what does that mean? I think you know, reversing a string. Like for example, I have Python. How you can reverse it? What it will be if you reverse NO HT Y P.
T.
Yeah. So this is what return. I mean, reversing a string.
Reversing string.
Yeah. So in Python, with the slicing, we can do that very easily. Index colon colon -1. See what it did.
Reverse string we got.
Yeah. So it reversed. This is very simple. Normally, when it's come to some other languages, we need to use a looping, and then we need to take new string. We need to append one by one like that. We need to. Okay. So this is one advantage with slicing. We can reverse easily. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And up to now, use a positive indexing, like what we did, print var index of 0:2 like that. Okay. But so this is positive indexing. So one more advantage, one more like how to say interview question. What is positive and negative indexing in Python? Better you can note down somewhere the questions that I'm telling. Okay. So negative indexing. In Python, we have this advantage. So we can take the data from two sides. From left to right, you can take. From right to left, you can take. Okay, so this is positive indexing. What we did 0:2. This is all positive index. Means here you are taking the data from right to left. If you want to take the data from in reverse, means left to right, there we can go with negative indexing. And negative index start from -1. Okay, negative index start from -1. Okay, see. If you see at beginning we sub whenever we print a var index of 0, it printed p. Now if you give var index of -1, what it will do?
Will
Will
give
print
N.
as n.
Yeah. See, I will show you both, okay? Positivity and negativity both at a time. See, p. When you give positive means 0th position. But when you give -1, it printed n. Okay? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
One more thing you can see. So you have when 0:2. Okay, so by default, normally slicing going to take 3 parameters. Okay, listen, start slicing going to take 3 parameters. Okay, one is start index, one is end index, one is step size. Understand? Step size. Okay, so when you do this normal or like 0:2, by default it's going to take step index as 1. Okay, that's why what it will do first, it's going to print 0th position character, that is p. Then it will add this 1 to this 0th position. 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So it will take y. Understand how it's going to do the loop, something like loop. Okay, I'm not sure whether you understood this or not. See, now first time it will print p, then it will add 1 to 0. 0 plus 1 equals to 1. So what is what is the character we have in 1th position? Y. It will print y. Okay, then here 1 is there. It will add 1 plus 1, 2. What is the value we have in second position? Means t.
T.
Like that it's going to print. Okay, see, Python you have. But if you give step size as 2, what it will do? First it will
Will
print
add 0 plus 2.
Y.
p. Y will skip. So the starting position is 0. Starting position
Okay.
is 0. It will print p. Then it will add 2 to 0. 0 plus 2, 2. What is the value?
2.
Second position?
T.
T. It's going to
2.
skip y. And then 2 plus 2, 4. It will print
4.
4. And then in your sixth position, you don't have any data, it will skip. See, P, T, O. This is step size. Understand? What is the default step size? 1. Okay? Understand?
Okay.
Understand that? Do I need to repeat again?
No, it's understood.
Yeah. So that is step size. So in case of negative indexing, we need to specify the step size. Okay. And I want to print, I will give just -4. Why we need to give step size here? So -1, if you won't give step size, by default, what is the step size? 1. Okay, minus 1 plus 1. But that's not the correct. Minus 1 plus 1 equals to 0. So what is the value in 0th position? It will come to P. But what I want, N, O, H, T. Just I want print N, O, H. But if you won't give the step size, by default it's going to take 1 and it will come to P. You can see it's not printing anything because that is not the end range you gave. So what you need to give, if you give minus 1 as step size, see, N, O, H. So what it will do, what is the character in minus 1th position? N. Okay, then it will add minus 1 to this minus 1. Minus 1 plus minus 1 equals to minus 2. What is the value in minus 2th position? O. It will print O. And minus 2 plus minus 1, minus 3. It will print H. So end index, it won't include. If you give minus 1, it will just print up to minus 3. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me if you are not able to understand, I will repeat it.
No, it's clear.
It's clear, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, this is slicing, very, very, very important concept. Okay.